Also trending today, concerns over transgender rights in the United States are growing as more and more states announce bans on gender-affirming care, and hostile Republicans call for transgenderism to be eradicated. From the main stage of the Conservative Political Action Conference last week, far-right activists, members of Congress, and the former President of the United States waged an aggressive assault on transgender rights.
I will revoke every Biden policy promoting the chemical castration and sexual mutilation of our youth. And ask Congress to send me a bill prohibiting child sexual mutilation in all 50 states. That should be easy. And we will keep men out of women's sports.
If it is false, then for the good of society, and especially for the good of the poor people who have fallen prey to this confusion, transgenderism must be eradicated from public life entirely.
Anti-trans remarks and speeches from Donald Trump and Michael Knowles drew applause, while U.S. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene unveiled her plan to limit gender-affirming care.
I'm going to be introducing my bill, the Protect Children's Innocence Act, that will make it a felony to perform anything to do with gender-affirming care on children.
According to the website Track Trans Legislation, anti-trans legislation has been proposed in 40 states so far this year, including 112 measures that focus on medical care restriction and 82 about education-related issues. Last week, the Republican governor of Tennessee signed into law a bill prohibiting gender-affirming care for minors, as well as one imposing new limits on drag performances. Mississippi also enacted a ban on treatment for transgender youth, while Republican state lawmakers in Kentucky advanced a similar measure. Until recently, most legislation banning transgender healthcare was aimed at minors, but Republicans are increasingly pushing proposals that would limit treatment for adults as well. Yet leading medical organizations, including the American Medical Association and the American Academy of Pediatrics, consider gender-affirming care to be medically necessary and potentially life-saving for children and adults diagnosed with gender dysphoria.
I can't pretend to understand what goes through people's minds. I cannot imagine the stress that families and individuals go through. But here in Minnesota, we're going to be a place of refuge to make sure that they feel safe and welcome.
Amidst this rise in anti-trans legislation, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has signed an executive order protecting the rights of LGBTQ people to seek and receive gender-affirming health care. The order parallels legislation to make Minnesota a trans refuge state, protecting trans people, families, and providers from legal repercussions for traveling to Minnesota for gender-affirming care.